donate, trust me, you can go to On the Mic with Mike on Facebook, Mike King Biz there. You'll see the ways to go ahead and donate. Also, you can go to www.heart.org/Mike King Biz. That's where we are. So we're raising money. We want the quiet money. We don't want the money you can hear.
Okay.
We want that money, that it's big ones, little ones. That's what we do. Alrighty, ma'am, you are here. I know you have been dying to come and jump on this microphone. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so tell folks who you are and what you do.
So I am Lauren Mullins. I work with Poplar Springs Hospital, who's located in Petersburg, Virginia. I am a clinical liaison there, which serves as the person between the community and the hospital.
All right, shout out with my man Lamar Taliaferro and all the great folks down at Poplar Springs, making magic happen. So you're here. Tell about Poplar Springs.
So we're a behavioral health care hospital. We have 4 core programs. We offer acute hospitalization for adolescents and adults. We have a residential program for adolescents. We have a military services program for active duty service members, veterans, and dependents, and we have outpatient, IOP, intensive outpatient, and partial hospitalization.
I love coming down there, going to the Grove. I've learned a lot, like wraparound services, just hanging out there with those guys. I feel smarter for doing it.
Yeah.
But you guys are doing something that's important in the community. So if people need assistance, how do they find information out about Poplar Springs?
Well, they can go to our website at poplarsprings.com, but they can always give us a call. We are available and open 24/7 at 804-733-6874.
And get the help. The help is there. If you call somebody from Poplar, there's going to be somebody on the other end.
Yes.
And a lot of times I always ask people how folks are doing. I ask the clinicians over at Poplar Springs, but you're the connection between the business community and Poplar Springs.
Yes.
Okay, what are some of the ideas when people wonder about Poplar Springs? They don't get it right, so you have to school them.
Right, so I think a lot of people don't understand the process and how things work. Just because you come into the hospital doesn't mean that you're going to be there for a long stay. Doesn't necessarily mean that you'll even be admitted. We offer assessments, free assessments, so you can come in, be assessed, and through that assessment, we'll let you know the next level of care, whether that's outpatient, inpatient, whatever level of care we feel like you need at that time. So just because you come in doesn't always mean you'll be admitted.
Are you a caregiver at heart?
I am.
Okay, why you got that look like I am? Of course you are.
Of course
well,
I
you
am.
you were the caregiver when you were a kid too, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
You were that kid.
Yeah.
And so that kid turns into that adult.
Mm-hmm.
And they end up working at a place where people are giving care out.
Yes.
What's it feel like?
It feels good. So I actually got into the field. I have my master's in school and community counseling. I initially wanted to go and become a school counselor, but then I decided community just seemed like it just seemed a little bit more fitting. And so it just feels good to be able to try to help people and just help them whenever they need help with whatever they need to, just being able to speak to them about issues they may have and making them feel better.
I always ask the caregivers when they come here, who takes care of the caregiver? Because y'all won't stop. I know you won't stop. And you see, I like the ones who just said, I married a caregiver. I like when they be like admitting it straight up. Yeah, okay, yeah, that is me. Because y'all won't stop. Mm-hmm. And the person who tries to stop you, they get in trouble. Because you guys are looking at us like, hey, you might need to back it down a little bit. Mm-hmm. You got to save some. Mm-hmm. You guys don't like hearing that.
No, because it's hard to do.
It is.
It's hard to do.
So when you're there, you get your training, you got all the credentials, you sit there, you hear a lot of tough things.
A lot.
A lot of them. Mm-hmm. And I ask people, how do you not let it stick to you?
It's hard not to, because some situations, some cases you do bring home and you want to follow up with them and ask them how it turned out, how they're feeling. But it is hard to detach from it.
There you go, Lauren. So how can people find? See, this was easy, wasn't it?
Yes, it wasn't as hard as I thought.
No, because we're just here talking. Because you talk to people all the time about, okay, here's one, and then this is on the clinical side. Mm-hmm. Are we looking at mental health and substance abuse different? Now, do you think you've been doing it a while? Do you think we're looking at it a little bit better than it was before, or are we still as judgmental?
No, I think it's changing. I think we are looking at it a little bit better. I think they're bringing more awareness to it, and it's making it easier for people to trying to kind of get rid of that stigma is happening little by little.
Because it is a thing with men, it'll be like, how you doing? I'm good. While the wheels are falling off.
Right.
One wheel is a mile back there, and we're riding on the rim. And we're doing good. But now we kind of look at things a little bit different. Now, how about how the kids?
I hope not, but it might be, unfortunately.
A lot of things that we took for granted when you had kids and the younger people in those days are gone. I mean, when you think about, I used to say that, business was a treadmill. And when you stepped off, a lot of times women stepped off because they went to take care of families and kids. Or a man may have stepped off, you went out to take care of some personal stuff. The world kind of looked at you as just like, you wasn't strong enough. Because you stepped off the treadmill, or you stepped off, and now you got to wait to get your place in line. And then COVID showed up.
Yeah.
And it sent everybody home on timeout.
Everybody.
Everybody. The world stopped. And
Yeah.
when you think about that, the whole world stopped, and we're just sitting at the crib just like, kids not going to school now. You understand why that teacher was writing home, talking about Johnny. Yeah. Because now you got to deal. We were telling kids, get off of those computers. You can't play on them things all the time. Now we're saying, get on there so you can get on there so you can get to
Occupy
school.
your time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So here we are, and maybe it's not the new normal, maybe it is, but Lauren, we'd like to thank you for coming on the program. How can people find you out there?
Thank you for having me. Once again, poplarsprings.com if you need any help, and 804-733-6874.